You are going to be rejected in your first cold approach.
Hey, what's good? What's good?
And here's why that's a good thing. Let's go. First thing we need to establish is that cold approach for you right now is a high pressure situation. And it makes sense, of course it makes sense. Like if you've never done a cold approach before, you're going to have all these thoughts being like, okay, fuck, what could her reaction be? What's the best angle to approach? Oh, what do I have to say to not fuck this up? Because if I fuck this up, it's not going to be a satisfying experience. And if it's not going to be a satisfying experience, I'm never going to do a second one. There's a large amount of uncertainty in this situation, which is just logical because, yeah, of course, you have no experience in this. You're going to have a lot of thoughts about, oh, what if I fumble this opportunity? And naturally, through all this thinking, through all this preparation you do in your head, there's going to be a lot of overthinking actually happening, and this overthinking creates a fear of loss because the small problem of cold approach, you have inflated it in your mind into like a huge fucking bubble where you're gonna be thinking like, oh fuck, there's all these different things I need to keep in mind simultaneously. So the natural cause of this overthinking is that you put massive pressure on top of yourself, and what happens when pressure is on top of you, you already know this. You see the girl and you think like, okay, should go up, and then you're starting to think, okay, what do I say? And then you end up overthinking for 15 minutes, and then she leaves, and you're just thinking like, fuck. The high pressure you put onto yourself stopped you from actually executing and going up to the girl. And this situation kind of resembles the one argument you had in school in like 7th grade or some shit, where the bully said something rude, and you really were trying to do something to get like a crazy clapback on this guy. But what ended up happening is you just stood there and you just took the insult, and you really tried to say something creative, like something witty to come back at him, but you just couldn't generate anything. And then like everybody was laughing at you, you were like fucking on the brink of crying. And then in the shower at home, you suddenly realize, oh shit, I should have just said that. The reason why you only get like the crazy best reply when the bully is already gone is because the bully puts pressure onto you. And that pressure makes your mind think, oh fuck, I gotta perform right now. But then there's too much pressure and your mind is trying too hard. It doesn't get into this free flow anymore. And only when the pressure is off, aka you're back in the shower at home, suddenly like the crazy arguments to get back at this guy come to you. So you understand now that pressure is actually what is stopping you from cold approaching right now. What can you do to stop pressure? And to explain that, I want to tell you a fun analogy. Think of a rookie hunter, and he is on his first hunt today. He's going out with the squad of other hunters, and he's really like trying to fucking prove himself to these guys because he's been practicing for weeks on end trying to fucking shoot straight. But of course now, since he's not on the shooting range anymore, but he's actually in a real hunt, he is nervous as fuck. So they're going out into the swamps and he's looking at the other hunters thinking like, okay, I'm gonna impress them tonight. I'm gonna show them how good of a hunter I am, even though I'm just a rookie. So they send out the dog, and then he's like, okay, I really gotta do this. Eventually, a couple of seconds, they wait. The dog starts barking. Suddenly, there's geese flying up. He's like, okay, fuck, gotta get him. And then he's aiming and fucking like he's nervous, shaking his gun all around. Bam, he shoots, he misses. He's thinking, oh fuck, no. I missed my first shot, that's not good. The other hunters are probably already thinking, I don't know what was supposed about to think about the new guy, but he just missed his first shot. So he's thinking, okay, nothing bad happened yet. I can remedy myself on the next shot. So they send out the dog again. Dog scares up geese again. He's really fucking trying hard, but he shoots, he misses. And then this goes on for the next set of birds. Eventually the oldest hunter just looks at him, tells him, kid, give me a gun. And he's like, no, what, am I out? Did I fail? And the oldest hunter is just like, no, just give me a gun. So the kid gives him his gun. The oldest hunter opens the gun, takes out the bullets, closes the gun, and returns it to the kid. And the kid is thinking like, wait, what am I supposed to do with an empty gun? And the oldest hunter is just like, trust me, keep on hunting the way you were usually hunting. And the rookie is like, what? But now the gun is empty. I can't even hit the birds for real. And the oldest hunter just tells him, trust me. So the kid now, he feels kind of stupid, you know, all the other hunters, they're kind of looking at him, he's just with the empty gun, the geese are getting scared. Up, he's like, oh, aiming, he does the shooting noise with his mouth. He feels stupid because now there's not even a 1% chance he can get his first kill. So they take a couple more shots and the rookie becomes kind of frustrated, thinking like, just feeling stupid. Eventually, they take a break And while they're eating their bread, the rookie's just like in his head thinking, God damn, man, like this is the worst first hunt ever. While the oldest hunter, he disappears for a couple of seconds and then comes back. Nobody really notices. They keep on eating, everybody's chatting, rookie hunter's just sitting there. Eventually, they get back up to continue hunting. So the rookie takes his empty gun again, still feeling stupid. They send out the dog again. They wait a couple of seconds again. Eventually the dog scares a flock of birds. Rookie hunter, not even trying, aiming, he shoots, and suddenly there's a real shot coming from his gun. And guess what? Since he wasn't even fucking trying so hard, he wasn't trying fucking shaking around the gun everywhere, he actually got his first kill. And now all the other hunters are looking at him, kind of smiling, and the oldest hunter's looking at him, telling him, so kid, you passed the first lesson. So what essentially happened is that the oldest hunter used a trick to relieve the pressure from the youngest hunter, which in this case was removing the bullets, making him think he's shooting with an empty gun. And then he just put the bullets back in to kind of surprise him when he notices, oh wait, like I just have to start trying less and then I will actually get a kill. Same goes for cold approach. If you're just trying so fucking hard to get your first number, then of course you're going to have all this jumble in your head, you're going to have all this nervousness, and then when you actually start speaking to a woman, you either fucking fail it, or what is way more likely is that you are overthinking so badly that you don't even go up to her and don't even chat her up. Now what you can do is to really make yourself realize, wait, my first cold approach is going to be a rejection. So why don't I just do it anyways? Like, I don't even have to put all this mental effort in. It's going to be a rejection anyway. So this means the outcome of your first cold approach is already fixed, which just means that you have infinite freedom in how you want to do it. This literally gives you the permission to just focus on what you want to do and what you want to happen in this approach. And since the outcome is already fixed, like, she is not even a fucking variable in this equation. Like, whatever she does, it doesn't matter. The outcome is already fixed. It only matters what you do. So what I want you to take out of this video is a fearless acceptance of the result, which in this case is just a rejection. Because once you know you're going to get rejected, how bad is it really? Like, think about how bad is it really? Once you know, oh yeah, she's gonna say no, you already know what she's gonna say. You can just go up. You already know, yeah, like, blah, blah, she's gonna say something stupid. Whatever, bro. Like, it's not that bad anymore. It's more like the uncertainty of, oh, fuck, I need to fucking put my A game out there, so she has no reason to say no. This is what actually stops you from cold approaching, not her reaction, not anything else she does. And honestly, being rejected, you will eventually reach a point where it's kind of funny, you know? Nowadays, I just go like, hey, wait a second. She looks at me, she notices that I just wanted her to stop to go speak to her for a couple seconds. She fucking passes me, I'm just thinking like, okay, and then I do this. I just start dancing because like, it's fucking funny, bro, honestly, it's fucking funny. And here's something else I want you to think about when you're out there. Your first cold approach is going to be a rejection, no matter what, like 100%. You can like put your A game out there, or you can literally just say like, bingy bongo, it's gonna be a rejection anyways. However, the second cold approach you do might not be. And this is enticing, right? You know, like, okay, I just have to go through this first shitty one as kind of a rite of passage. And then the next one, like pretty much only if you've been rejected at least once, you're eligible for a girl's number. All men who want to cold approach need to pass the newbie rejection. And it's like, it's kind of beautiful because honestly that is also what keeps 99% of men out of cold approach. So if you really want to learn this, I made a full guide on your first cold approach, first link in the description. It's very high value, make sure you check it out. You can watch this video to keep on learning, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one.